What are you going to do to owner finance something in the next week?
I'm going all in on Hamilton.
And by that he means sending somebody to put
No,
outside.
no. That's the most smooth answer. What are you going to do? I'm going to be really enthusiastic, guys. If we really pump the energy up, we can do it. We're going to be clap, 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 done, done, done.
Be a politician.
No action. I was like,
No, I've only got 3 touches on these people. I got to touch them more. That's it.
what people?
All the people that had already
I'm gonna
called
follow
in.
up with mine
That's why
right
I need
now.
more
Thank you for the
calls.
reminder. Need the reminder to beat you to it.
Oh my God. I can't right now. All right. I'm going to follow up on mine too. You got any leads you're working?
2.
Follow up on them.
Hello?
Hey, did you get my contract yet?
I did not.
Get that.
I'm working on it.
All right. Spoon, you following yours up? Do you want me to sell them? I had a missed call from telemarketer is what the deal said. It said missed call telemarketer, and I was super excited because I'd called Brenton, and I was like, this is gonna be it. Brenton's done burned his personal cell down. Now he's known as telemarketer. Nah, it wasn't him though.
He not call you back?
He has.
Dead air.
Yeah, we got a lot of dead air here because we're waiting on Spoon to jump on that phone with this follow up. Did you try to text follow up?
Mm-hmm.
Call them motherfuckers. Don't be a bitch. Get on this.
He's a working man. I know that because I've talked to him. That's why I had to wait to after work.
Right, Spoon, give me your phone. I'll follow up yours. You want me to follow up yours? So he went and looked at Palestine.
Yes.
Has a lot of interest.
I sent him all the terms on it. Asked what name to put on the contract.
Really?
Yes.
And you got an email address.
Yeah, got it. He sent me his email after I told him I'd send the terms and start writing it up.
Well, Spoon.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Looking for the lead.
It ain't there. It's
Yeah.
okay.
No,
It's
is.
all right. Hey,
I
look.
can show you the whole list. It's over there.
A whole list don't
I
mean
touched
nothing.
them.
We're talking
touched them
about
all 3 times.
contacts. Talking about
They're all right here.
prospects.
Yeah,
I
no.
even set up auto text to him.
Here, call me. Hit dial on one. And hand me the phone. Let Daddy close this for you. Look,
That takes all the fun out of it.
Spoon, I've never even seen this. What am I selling?
I don't know. So I don't have them labeled between the 2 different
Don't
properties.
worry about it. I'll sell them both of them. What? You just tell me. You want me to get wiring instructions? You want me to have them send you money on Cash App? What do you want them to do? You tell me what you need them to do, and I'll have them doing it within 3 minutes of being on the phone. Braxton, you can set the timer.
Ready. I'm going to count out loud.
Yeah. Give me
Hold
that
on,
phone.
I got one I want you to call then.
Now you're just trying to be mean. You're just
There you
trying to be a little bit rude right now, Spoonie. I'm trying to close a deal for you. I'm telling you right now, I'm the best there ever was at owner financing shit boxes. Okay, these are bandit sign leads. These are the easiest ones on planet Earth to close. You pay this much attention to them. You get them across the finish line.
There's your one.
Here we go.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Robbie Owen.
Is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang
Hamilton?
up or press
I don't know.
pound to stop.
Some of them were from Hamilton, some were
Leave
from.
a callback number.
Deal. I just dialed down the list when I do it.
Yeah, Mr. Owen, this is Corey Thompson. You called me, expressed some interest in a house in Hamilton, Texas. If you could, give me a call back at your early convenience. Let me see.
Hit the
Oh, no, I don't need to hit
WYD.
nothing. I don't need to hit nothing.
Your call has been forwarded.
Oh, hold on. Got it right here.
You got to FaceTime him.
No, I gotta get.
Your call has been forwarded
Okay.
to an auto.
That's. I'm gonna send him that pregnant emoji. Where's it at? Pregnant man emoji. They don't call back now. What is this? I don't know how to. Find me a new one.
How to what?
Give me a new lead. Give me a new lead. Give me 5 numbers to dial. DJ saying something's going to be done next week. It's going to be his ass if it ain't fucking whatever he's saying ain't done.
Kingsland.
Is it the floor?
I don't know what he's.
We're gonna
working on.
fucking come on, Braxton.
He called me a second
Do
ago.
you,
You
who do you think? You got another lead? You need me to close something else?
That was a close one. I don't need you to close anything for me.
You don't need.
I'll be in there. I'll
don't
probably
need-
be there
Oh,
before
see if it's gonna
yours.
go like that. I'm not gonna let you call any of mine.
You better no, Spoon. This is your only prayer of not having to buy my lunch next week.
Jason, I'm doing it because I think I'll have one before he does.
Yeah.
I don't believe that. If you did think that, you'd be out there in the lobby right now calling him.
No, he thinks he's got dominoes before mine. I got my guy on the ropes. I got him interested in 2 properties. I might sell him 3. Look, I don't play games when it comes to playing games, Spoonie. This is how I eat. This is how I feed my family. Let me close something for you, Spoonie. Pass that phone.
I'm trying to find one. There's a lot of text in here, bro.
A lot of texting where?
Yeah.
Here you go. There's a copper one. Call them.
Oh yeah. What app is this that you're?
Just out of my phone. That's my text messages.
Hello, this is Jim Castor. Sorry, I missed your call.
You got some of the worst leads I've ever heard.
Thank you. Bye.
They're all like that.
Please record your
Don't make fun of his leads.
message. Finished recording. You may
The
hang
copper
up
ones,
or press
they're like,
1
that's
for
a
more
piece of
options.
shit.
Yes, sir. You had showed some interest in my property in Copperell. If you could give me a call back whenever you get this. Pretty sure we just called a landline.
No, I've already talked to that dude.
I mean, how you got old white dudes calling you off of Spanish bandit signs?
He put out English ones too.
Look,
he
Spoon,
put out
you're-
English
give me something I can work with. That guy can't finance something for 30 years. He's only
Here
got
you go.
4
Call
years.
this guy. All I had was old angry white dudes. They're telling me, hey, he's a piece of shit. I knew that guy. It's where the camera
Looks like everybody's got jobs though. None of them are answering, so that's a good sign.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet.
I got 3 touches. Got to have how many more?
You tell me.
Probably going to be 400. But Grant says 7.
8 to 12.
It's really close though.
You should get back in there. It really will help you. Really will help you.
Kitty's in for weekly calls.
Is she?
She wants to be a part of it. Said she'll do more. We start.
I don't want to. I want to talk negative about Kitty. That Willis Way deal's not good. Not good. That they were locked out. Didn't have locks.
Here, call.
Agent couldn't get in. The last showing that she posted
That
called
one's
him.
Hamilton.
Agent couldn't get in.
Oh yeah. What you tell me about that?
I mean, it's not good. Like that's a real estate agent trying to get in. There's no instructions on
Your call has been
MLS and couldn't get in touch with them whenever they were there. That's bad. That's not good. I mean, it is what it is. Probably happens a lot. I don't know. I've been talking about across the board. I think Chris is a lot more organized on the leads that he gets, because every time I talk to him, it seems pretty straightforward. I never talked to Micah. I just can't. You feel like you can't help somebody. You just don't want to. It's like every time I put effort into this, like I just get weird. It's like I'm doing all these things. I'm like, what?
Can't help people that won't help themselves.
I mean, I think she takes good advice. I think she is prospecting in the areas. I just don't think she's probably not consistent with it. She probably don't look at it as a job. Like, I mean, how many listings Spoon said we had?
have
8
20 on the
listings.
board. I've found 8 that are active, but Micah had 8 herself, so I'm just waiting on Chris's numbers. The 20's probably accurate.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, like, if this was a job, right? It's like the leasing. The leasing is a job.
Mm-hmm.
So when you pay attention to it and you treat it like a job and you call everybody line by line and you have an objective, if they don't have an email, I'm calling to get an email. If they don't have a showing set up, I'm calling to get a showing. If they don't have if they've gone to a showing, but they think we're a scam artist or whatever it is, or they don't like it, work the objection, try to get an application. Like if you have an objective on the call and you treat
There's
it like
also
a job.
very few objectives there too. Like it's a what do you call that? Straight line process.
Yeah, like, hey, look, here's I'm on the phone with you now.
Email, showing, application,
yeah,
lease.
Like, I'm just walking them down this process. But if I treat it like a job and I do it every day, I mean, we see it whenever me and you are in the data, and by in the data I mean calling the showings or pushing on the showings or whatever it is, and we do it for 2 days. I mean, we set records on getting applications. So if you treat it like a job, it works. Same thing on selling your land. If it was a job, you would go look at all the other listings in the area. You would write them down, the agents that have them listed. You would just make a list, and you would call those 5 people once, twice a week, touching base with them. Because what do you think happened with their land that week? They had showings, right? And while that land might not have worked for that buyer on that showing because they didn't offer on it, they do know that there's an agent out there with a qualified buyer.
Mm-hmm.
Call that agent. Hey, I've got land over here. Would you mind showing mine to them? You get what I mean? If you don't ask for it, you can't get it.
Right.
It's like you can't get it. Like, so if an agent has a listing in the same neighborhood and you call them and say, hey, look, I see you got one listed down for my property, right? Same neighborhood. Yeah, I do. Hey, you get any showings? Yeah, I've gotten 5 showings. Great. Did they give any offers? No, one person said it was painted green on the inside and they wanted purple. Great. Mine's painted purple on the inside. Can I get that agent information? In case that buyer's still in the market? Can I, you know what I mean? Then you reach out to that agent that has a buyer that they're driving around and you ask them to, hey, will you show my listing? You know, I understand you have a buyer. Will you show my listing? If you did that every single
Just get more eyes
day,
on it.
every single, you're going to tell me you can't sell a listing? Like, get the hell out of here. No. There's no effort. It's not a job. If you're sitting there waiting on it, guess what you're going to get? Nothing. You got to ask for the business. Braxton, Roadhouse waitress. Got to ask for the business. You got to let them know there's interest. You got to be direct in the ask. Like, hey, he would like to take you to Leona's Steakhouse on Saturday night. Great, here's my number.
Had to overcome the first objection too.
Yeah.
It was a complaint. If we would have treated it as an objection,
That's right. Because they said,
became
she said,
one.
oh, I'm busy this Saturday. And Braxton said, great. How about next Saturday? Yeah, no problem. That's it. If you would have treated it as an objection, and he wouldn't have followed it up. I mean, but that's it. I mean, it takes that level of effort to sell in this marketplace today. If you beat the phones like that, you can't lose. Can't lose. So with the amount of leads that we have for not only leasing rentals, but also owner finance, I mean, it's just, you got to be touching them. You got to be poking and prodding and pulling and begging. And you get that down, get it down to an art. Like, even if you have, you know, however many listings you had, even if you just put them on a rotation, I'm going to work on this one today. I'm going to work on this one tomorrow, this one this day, this one this day, and then set reminders. I mean, and you treat it like a job, it'll pay you like a job. You know what I mean? It'll pay you like a really good paying job. And then you'll be, you know, knowing everybody in the real estate space, it's never going to hurt your feelings for everybody to know who you are. Get what I mean? Because then if that agent that you talked to last week hears from you this week and the week after that and the week after that, what do you think they're going to start doing? They're going to say, oh, you're showing mine, you have no interest? Need to call this girl. She's got one too. You know what I mean? Go look at it. Pretty soon it's going to take care of itself. Get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I bet you'll see showings going up, but people don't operate like that. They're not in there. They're not they're not searching that kind of data. And if I was in MLS, I would go find a listing that looked like mine. If I've got a distressed listing, I would look through ones that sold. I would look for the ones that sold at a discount. I would go look at them and see why they sold. And if they're ugly and beat up like my ugly beat up piece of shit, I would call that agent that sold that, because you probably know they're working with an investor buyer. You know what I mean? Hey, look, I seen you sold this house over on such and such. Do you think that buyer would have any interest in this property? Do you know any investors that are looking for one? If you did that every day, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. Because every single commission-only agent out there has to sell something to get paid. So even if I call Braxton and ask him if he knows somebody, and Braxton knows that you've bought before, but you ain't bought recently, or he hasn't talked to you in a year and a half, he still might call you to see if you're buying. Why? Because he knows he's got a property that might fit your needs. And then you're sitting there, you're going, oh, well, I didn't think there was any deals out there. And then boom, you see it. You're like, oh, man, that might work for me. You're like, yeah, Braxton, I'll buy it. Call me. Hey, I got an offer for you. It might spur them into action that gets, you know what I mean? It's like energy creates energy. Doesn't get destroyed. It just transfers. You knock somebody off high center, they might go knock somebody else off center that might not knock somebody else off high center, and it all starts moving a little faster together. And next thing you know, your property's showing at a higher rate because everybody's out there beating the bushes. If everybody's beating the bushes, then you got your own economy. You don't need nobody else.